I'm just having my morning coffee and thinking about positivity. And I don't know if you're like me, but for a long time, negative thoughts were just my brain's just natural way of thinking. It seemed like whenever a situation came up, I always thought to the negative straight away. I was never positive or optimistic, and I know a lot of people out there are like that, caught in this constant cycle of negativity, wanting to be more positive, wanting to see the brighter side of life, that glass half full type of mentality, but are not really sure how to, because when you're stuck in this cycle of thinking, how do you break that? How do you change years of thinking to become more positive? Now, while being more positive is a choice you need to make every single day, I've got 3 tips for you that sort of, if practiced continually, I think will help you to be a more positive person. They've certainly worked for me. So, number 1 is to take YOLO seriously. When you start to think about your own mortality, yeah, sure, it can be a bit depressing, but when you truly realize that we only get one shot at life, and if you're 20 now, you've already used up 20 years of that one chance. So you need to take the rest of that opportunity seriously every single day and make that conscious choice of, I'm not going to get to live today again. What can I be doing today to make it the best day of my life? Taking into account that, yeah, it's tough to think about, but any day could be our last day. And I know for myself, I certainly, whenever I go out, want to know that I took full advantage of the life that I'm living and lived the best life that I could. So point number 2, and this is another depressing one at the start, but when you actually start to practice it, you realize it'll help to make you more positive. And that is to realize that suffering is actually a part of life. I know that for me, initially, I put so much pressure on myself to be positive and to be happy every single day. It's impossible. You can't. Some days are going to be bad days. Some days you're going to be tired or cranky or whatever it is. And really beating yourself up for feeling like that one day is not helpful. And it's okay to feel like that. Some days we cannot be perfect. And I think taking away that idea of perfection and having to be happy all the time will help you to be so much more positive, because you're not going to be so down on yourself when you're not feeling in a great space. And realize that those times will come and go, and it's okay to be in those times, as long as you're actively trying to get yourself out of it and not just sitting there and dwelling and making the situation worse. But don't be afraid of those times. Don't be a perfectionist and put pressure on yourself to never have those bad days, because it won't happen. And my third and final point to live a more positive life is to practice gratitude, and practice it every single day. Now, gratitude can be many things. It can be writing down a list of things that you're thankful for. It can be writing a note to someone, letting them know how much you appreciate them. For me, sometimes it's just on my way to work and I'm thinking about the things in my life, and I'm thinking about how blessed I am to have them. And it doesn't even need to be big things. It can be small things like, how beautiful is that view that I get to experience on my drive to work? Or how amazing is it that I get to eat healthy food and nourish my body? So take a moment each day to appreciate the big and little things that you have in your life. And when you start to recognize them for what they are and recognize good and bad experiences for how they have shaped and changed you into a better person, you can just, without even realize it, you're starting to become more positive and more appreciative. And I know that my 3 tips, none of them really involve you actively doing something. And I could say to you, be more positive by taking a bath every day, or be more positive by going to the gym every day, or by saying hello to someone every day, or by hanging out with friends every day. And while all those things are great, I think positivity needs to start in the mind, shifting your mindset about things, and then you can start to integrate some of those positive habits into your life. But if you're someone that struggles with negativity or depression or anxiety or anything like that, start with taking YOLO seriously. Realize that suffering is okay, it's a natural part of life, and practice gratitude every day. Start with those 3, and I guarantee you that they will help you to be a more positive, happy person and live the best life that you can. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Leave a comment below. What is something that you are looking forward to this week, or what is something that you are grateful for this week? And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.